pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Madam Clerk, if you could please call the roll.
Mr. Blacklock?
Here.
Mrs. Hildebrand? Here. Mrs. Hoskins?
Here.
Mr. Robert Jones?
Here.
Mr. Tony Jones?
Here.
Mrs. Shaw? Joe Vento? And Aaron Hetchels.
Thank you. Did you say my name? And did I say here? Wow, I'm distracted. I don't remember saying here. I'm here.
And I don't remember if I said your name.
Okay.
You did.
All
I heard
right.
it.
Sorry about that. Any presentations or recognitions this evening?
No.
Okay. Citizens' comments. Anyone here who would like to speak? Okay, we will move on from there as well. So routine items.
Excuse me, I don't think we did the calendar yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I'm getting all out of shape here. Let me rewind to the
Back
calendar.
after the summer.
That's right. Got to get back into the swing of things.
We had
It's
a
the
meeting on
second
July
time.
25th.
That is true, we did have.
Madam Clerk, if you could please call the calendar.
On Tuesday, August 27th, school committee business meeting. On Tuesday, September 3rd, it's the first day of school for grades 1 through 9. Tuesday, September 3rd is orientation for pre-K and kindergarten. And Wednesday, September 4th, 2019 is the first day of school for pre-K, kindergarten, and grades 10 through 12.
Thank you. So we did presentation, citizens' comments, routine items. I would like to get a motion to seal the executive session minutes of this evening, August 13th, 2019.
So moved.
A motion from Ms. Hoskins, second Ms. Hildebrand. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously, and I can disclose that no votes were taken in this evening's executive session. Anyone have anything they'd like to exempt from the consent agenda?
C2, please.
C2. Okay. Any others? I'd like to have a motion to approve the non-exempted consent agenda items.
So moved.
A motion, Ms. Hoskins.
Second.
Second, Ms. Hildebrand. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That passes unanimously. So C2.
Yeah, I was just looking for some information on the potential disclosure of student information, I guess teacher information too, through Pearson. I don't know if you guys are aware, but they keep getting hacked and hacked and hacked. So I just wasn't sure if there's much information that goes through as far as students go or as far as teachers go, or is it just, the student's name, the class they're in, but I'm assuming there wouldn't be any social security numbers or anything like that.
So we actually gave an opinion to the district because we were made aware of the fact that, was it Pearson? I thought it was, it's Pearson that was being,
Everybody
and,
else too.
yeah, James, right. And because it's basically directory information, we don't have any reporting requirements. Because directory information is not disclosing information in violation of FERPA. So we are okay with it, and it's like every district in the state,
Right.
every district in the
Yeah.
country. So we talked about it. We had just discussed it with Phil and Mary, and we looked into it. And we do not have to give warnings to people that it was hacked, because it's only directory information.
Okay, so if it was hacked.
If it were social security numbers and things like that, we'd have a whole different story right now. But basically, the opinion that we gave was that you don't have any reporting requirement. If you want to put something on a website, just to kind of let people know that this happened, just as an FYI, but there's no identifiable information that would be covered under the directory information.
Great, awesome.
Any other questions on C2? Then I ask for a motion to approve C2.
So moved.
A motion, Ms. Hoskins.
Second.
Second, Ms. Hildebrand. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Next, we have anything under 2018-19 school budget? 2019-20 school budget? CIP, existing bond, future bond.
Yes, actually, I just wanted to give you all a quick update on some of the projects that we have going for this summer. So the floor covering replacement project was a very extensive project at Stony Lane, and Stony Lane is completely completed. Partitions are back in, furniture is back in. Forest Park had a bit of a smaller floor covering replacement, that's been completed. And we're just waiting on completing Fishing Cove, which was somewhere in the middle of those two schools, and that project should be completed at the end of this week. So that floor covering replacement project went very well. There were no issues with that, so we're gonna wrap that up pretty quickly. We have the bathroom upgrades at the high school stadium. That work will be done at the end of this month, except for the press box window, which is gonna take probably until late September, early October, because there's a lead time on getting the glass for the replacement. Not a huge deal, but that project is moving forward. We have a bunch of various other projects going on, you know, stuff that maintenance is doing. Thank you to maintenance, thank you to Steve Tremblay, they're doing a great job this year, as always, there's a lot going on. One project that we are gonna push a little bit is Love Your Lunchroom at the high school. So Trish Cawley is waiting for equipment to come in, because if you recall, we approved her purchasing some new equipment for the high school as well. She thought it was best that we wait to do the Love Your Lunchroom. It's a lot of painting, you know that from the elementary schools. We're gonna push that out probably until maybe mid to late September. It'll be done on a weekend, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so nobody needs to return. There's no chance of anything getting scratched or whatever. So that's not a huge deal. That's not gonna affect teaching and learning, but that is gonna get pushed a little bit. And last but not least, the big project for the North Kingstown School Department this year is the turf at the high school. The project's going very well. We are aware, and we've talked about this many times, that the track is not going to be completed this summer. The amount of rain that we had in the month of May and the month of June put the subcontractor behind, and the subcontractor had a list, and we were somewhere around here on the list. So all of their work got pushed, and we're gonna get pushed also. And realistically, we could say that it's gonna happen next spring. Realistically, it's not gonna happen until next summer, because we don't know what the weather's gonna be like. We notoriously, the last several years, have had very rainy spring seasons, so we are counting on next summer. We, of course, are further up in the pecking order now. We're not gonna be put behind anybody, so barring rain for 8 months, starting next year, that track will be completed. But what they will be able to do is they'll be able to put down at least the, you know, the concrete, kind of the base underneath, and they'll be able to stripe it. And it can be used for practices, but it can't be used for meets. So, and the whole field can be used, even though the track won't be, that top layer won't be completed. At a construction meeting that we had this morning, we also talked about the actual turf itself. And the actual turf is in manufacturing. If you'll recall, we agreed that there were certain sports that we were going to actually sew the lines right into the turf. So that means the turf has to be manufactured to our specifications, and they're working on that. That's going to take a few weeks. We're pretty tight on that being completed by September 10th, but at this point we're still reaching for that date, and I'll have a better update for you at our August 27th meeting. That project has gone very well too. It really has. You know, we've had limited issues, regular construction meetings. It's really a big deal. So we'll have much more information for you on August 27th.
Thank you very much.
I do think, though, you probably need to clarify that even though the track could be used, recommended or have some discussion at some point on, other than for school purposes, probably best not to be used outside of school purposes.
Agreed,
Yes.
agreed.
We'll probably have to, you know, as it gets
Keep an eye on
closer,
that.
clarify that and put out something and stuff. So.
We can bring something back to you at the next meeting, because we know that the track is absolutely not going to be done. So we could have you make a decision on that at the next meeting, August 27th meeting.
Any other discussion there? Next, we have some policies. Item D1 is the homeschooling policy. If you recall, we had a go-around with it at the end of last school year. We took in a lot of comments from members of the public, and we've incorporated those into the policy. So I ask for a motion to approve item D1.
So moved.
A motion
Second.
and a second. So motion was Tony Jones, second from Ms. Hoskins. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Next, we have the first read of our threat assessment team policy. If I could have a motion to approve D2.
So moved.
A motion, Ms. Hoskins. And a second.
Second.
And a second, Ms. Hildebrand.
So, yeah.
Any discussion on this one? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. And lastly, item D3, which is the building use policy, also first read. If I could have a motion to approve D3 for the first read.
So, second.
Whoa, that was like a double tie. So we'll say a motion from Ms. Hildebrand, second, Mr. Jones. All those in favor? Aye. Passes unanimously. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. No other new business. There are special reports in your packet regarding disposal and financials. Any questions on those? If not, we've reached the end of our agenda, and I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.